Just give it a second.
A second.
Here, I'm gonna look it up.
It says scheduled.
Well, there's gonna be like 5 of those.
There's gonna be 5 scheduled ones.
Yeah.
Oh, say yeah, we're live. We're good. Let's go. We're on here.
All right. Welcome,
Cheers.
RoundTable family, to another exciting Tuesdays on the Edge on this fabulous Tuesday night. It's a great one. I'm, of course, is joined by my co-host Coop and Big Boy. How are we doing, boys?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm excited. I like these live shows, man. The last one was fun, so I'm excited.
Now that our computer wizard finally got it figured out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry for all the people that were waiting out there. You know, I know.
All the
there's
hundreds
so
of people
many
waiting. Sorry, we got
There's so many people waiting. Coop, why don't you kind of tell the people what we got cooking up on this Tuesday night live show action?
Yeah, man. We got 3 NFL topics and then you know, the shitty NBA All-Star game. We'll get into that in a second. But we got Bears and Justin Fields, okay, for our first one. We got Giants not using the franchise tag on Saquon Barkley, and Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield. Those are our 3 NFL little hot topics we got tonight. So
There it is. There it is. Well, we hope you enjoyed last weekend's episode of the Sports Roundtable Trio Edition. It was a good one. It was a packed one. I know we got some Chiefs and 49ers fans a little angry with some little short video clips that we had releasing all weekend long. So, and some more today, but it's a good one. College baseball, packed weekend. Texas goes and wins the weekend on the weekend series 2-1. Globe Life was packed. I think Tennessee technically won the weekend, but Tennessee and OU both went 2-1 there. And then, of course, we got Tuesday night action, midweek action. Number 1, Wake Forest, L to an unranked team. No one even knows who it is. They lose 4-3. That's college baseball for you right there. But Coop, get us going with that first one.
Well, my first one, I got the Bears and Justin Fields. Justin Fields unfollowed the Bears on social media. I don't know if y'all know this. What are y'all's thoughts on that? Do y'all think that they stick with Justin Fields and go try to find weapons? Do you think they trade him and go restart? What are y'all thoughts?
that's what I think. I think Justin Fields could be good enough, unless you think Caleb or Drake is like the next, right? And there's people saying they are, there's people saying they're not. Go get him some weapons, trade back, get a couple more first rounds, get some offensive linemen, get some receivers, but I'm not a big Bears fan, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I've watched them a lot. I know Justin Fields, he's done good at times and he's looked like trash. I know that. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I've dissected everything about it. But to me, it's just so hard if you don't have the people around you, unless you are a Mahomes or something like that. And if you think Caleb Williams or Drake is, then go ahead and draft him. And that's the thing. It's hard to not do it. And what if they end up being that? And everyone's going to be like, you had the chance to draft them. So
Right.
I don't think they'll take the chance of that. But at the same time, something about Caleb, man, I'm not sold on. I don't know.
What, is it that way he went to Oklahoma or what?
No, it's not that. It's not that. Just sometimes I just don't. I mean, he's had Lincoln Riley first of all, and that's great. And Lincoln Riley is a great play caller.
Right.
So again, is he getting to the second and third, fourth read? I don't know. Again, it's not something that I've really watched enough of. But there's people out there hating on him, and is that because there's people that are trying to draft him and say, no, he's not that good, and so they can draft him? It's all BS right now. So
yeah. Okay.
Man, it's one of those situations like Justin Fields. I mean, he's a above average quarterback in the league, right? I mean, is he top 15? I don't I don't know. You'd have to sit down and look at it. I mean, he could possibly be top 15 quarterback in the league, top 20 for sure, right? But I mean, it is one of those situations like you got blessed with the number one pick from Carolina, and you just I don't think you cannot take Caleb Williams because at the end of the day, I mean,
So do they have 2 first-round draft picks?
yeah,
Bro,
So
you
the-
think of the weapons you can get with him, though.
And if
He's
you trade back,
not
you
a
can
bad
get some
quarterback.
more. I mean,
He's really not. And I truly don't think there's a better quarterback available. I truly don't think so. I don't think Caleb Williams will be better than him. I really don't. I don't think there's any rookie quarterback that will be better than him if you give him the weapons. He has 2 first-round draft picks. You draft weapons with him. I think he's fine. Career stats. I'm a stag boy. Here you go.
What's this guy trying to
he's
say?
What's up, Dan?
I said, what are you going on about trying to say that Tom Brady's worse than Pat Mahomes? Or
Tom Brady is better than Patrick Mahomes. We won't get into that because I know how to count to 7, and I think you only know how to count to 3. So
go to your stat boy.
Anyway, Justin Fields, 60.3 completion percentage, 6,700 yards and 40 touchdowns. Here's the kicker: 30 interceptions, 40 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. So he's not great, but I really don't think there's a better rookie quarterback. If I don't know, in that situation.
if you pass on him and they are you're never going to hear the end of it. So it's
Yeah.
I don't know. You have a couple first-round draft picks, and you get some seconds for trading it, and maybe a first next year too, or something like.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
I mean, you just can't pass up. You're just not gonna be able to pass up on the talent. Like, there's too much at the end of the day. Like, if he fails, it's not gonna be heat on you. I mean, it's just gonna be heat on him because the public view and anyone's gonna take him number one at the end of the day. So you're gonna
where you get rid of Fields for what?
Caleb will be probably
Caleb, right? But what do you get out of that?
It's going to be the same of the same. You're just trading a player for the same other player, in my opinion.
And that's why we're saying you should maybe trade and fall back and let somebody else come up there and get their draft picks because they'll give them 2 number ones probably, or a number 1 and a couple number 2s and number 1 next year. I mean, it's
if you trade Fields, you're probably gonna get a second rounder for sure.
Yeah, but if you keep him, you still have a first-round draft pick.
Yeah,
that you can go get one of the literally anyone.
And the other first round from whoever you trade
you can
with.
get any weapon you want.
No, I mean, like I said, though, I mean, you have.
Oh, what are you reaching in there for, bro?
It's the first pick. You can't pass that up. But Jinx, how are we doing?
I'll pass it up. I'll pass it up easily, Caleb Williams.
You say how are we doing?
Yeah, how are we doing, man?
We're good, man. I'm watching my buddy pitch right now, and it's stressing me out. Be real. It is 2-2. He's leaving too much stuff up there. You can't hang curveballs against OU. You just can't do it.
That's our boy Nick Wilson we've had on the pod before.
Yeah.
Yes. You just can't. You can't hang your off speeds. So I'm sweating a little bit. 2-2 right now. He's still in a good place, but he's got to fix the body language. Body language is it's showing on national television right now. So I'm doing good though. I'm good. I'm excited for March Madness is definitely coming soon. I'm ready to see that. Hoping my Horns make it, but it's not looking hot.
They'll make it. We're gonna make it.
So
yeah,
they'll make the tourney. I mean, who knows what they do when they get into the tourney? But
yeah, I'll tell you what, man. If Hunter and if he can, like we've been saying, if he can put some points up, they weren't playing the best team yesterday, but they won. So just get W's. That's all that matters, man. Get W's. They beat Kansas State, so
we need Dylan Disu to grow some nuts. That's what we need.
He got nuts. He's the only one with nuts, man. To me,
we need him to be a little more of a physical presence. For me,
I think he's a dog. I think Shedrick needs to.
Oh, I agree.
Hey, Shedrick is worthy every time he gets touched. I mean, you think he blows his whole ACL out. I'm like, he's gone for the season. and he
He
jumps
comes
right back up.
next drive.
He is a little
Yeah.
soft. Where is he from?
He was
Who?
at Virginia last year.
He was at
Yeah.
Virginia.
And he was supposed to be like a defensive, great, and he's just been hurt. And again, I don't know if seems like he gets hurt a lot.
Disu's got that strap though.
Disu,
Yes, he
Disu,
can
bro,
shoot.
come on.
He can shoot. But my thing is, he can be spotty though sometimes. When he's not making shots, what's he gonna do? You gotta be a 3-level player for me. You gotta be able to do it everywhere.
I know there was a point last night when Cedric he went down, and Mitchell, like they showed Mitchell, and he like rolled his eyes. I swear. You go back and look, I was like, maybe they kind of know. It kind of like,
Yeah,
Man,
I wouldn't be surprised. How about
No.
Texas baseball? How are they looking?
they
I
went,
didn't
went
went on the
2-1.
weekend. They're playing Houston. I think it's Houston Christian now. They changed the name from Houston
Yeah,
Baptist.
Houston Christian. Yep.
Yes, that's who they're playing tonight at home. I saw Sark out. Apparently, he's using his new tickets that he got in his contract. Is the word?
We need to go to that left field, man. That looks fun. That
It's
little
free.
Yeti. Yeah.
It's free.
Did
too.
they add something
Is
to the
it?
field?
Yeah, and it's in like left center. It's called like the Yeti Yard House or something. And like you don't even have to have a ticket. You can just go back there and it holds like 150 people, and they got all kinds of
Wow.
stuff back there. Yeah.
It's those people that used to always be on the buses
Yeah.
and stuff on left field. And yeah,
Uh-huh.
No, it's
called
There you go.
Operation Left Field or whatever it is. I can't remember.
I don't know
occupied.
if Nick thinks
Occupy
throwing
left
basketball
field.
down the middle is going to do the job here. It's just not.
No,
Are you watching the game too?
I watched the first inning. The first inning was rough.
Yeah.
He was
It's
getting
actually
behind.
what's it called 3-2 right now, actually. But he's yeah.
It'll be a short night. Well, Coop, what do you got next?
Going on to another NFL topic, I got the Giants not using the franchise tag on Saquon Barkley. Where is he going? Who's getting him? What are y'all thoughts?
Jinx wants the Cowboys to get him, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Cowboys just need a new quarterback. Personally, I don't.
That ain't happening.
I'm not on the, I know, and honestly, like until then, I'm thinking about just possibly full blown boycotting the Cowboys right now. I don't want to watch because I tell everyone at the same time. I got a really good friend, Hudson Plouffe. He's a Cowboys fan for life. He watches every single game. I tell him why. You know your season's going to end. Your season always has a deadline, always, and it just never changes. It doesn't. So I'm not too worried about what happens to the Cowboys unless it has to do with the new quarterback coming in. So that's my thoughts.
I'm not as hard on Dak as everybody else, man, because what are you going to get? You know what I'm saying? What do you don't draft quarterbacks, so you don't know. You can't have somebody behind them ready to go. I guess you have Trey Lance if he's still going to be there, whatever. I mean, who knows? So the quarterback situation is not going to change. So, Saquon, to me, I think he's injury prone. If he stays healthy, he's a great running back. I mean, and he's hungry. So, yeah.
Hold on.
But
Could you imagine that rivalry game of Saquon suiting up and a Cowboys jersey
yeah,
That would
facing
be
the
crazy.
Giants for the first time?
it would be.
Not gonna
It
drop
would
the
be.
bag like that, bro.
But
I don't
think so
when
either.
you say drop a bag, the running backs aren't getting paid. So, like, what's dropping a bag?
You're still going to have to give him a decent contract.
That's what I'm saying. He's still like a top running back. Like he's
Right.
But who right now your running back's a free agent. So are you going to franchise tag him again? Because you could
who
one
had a
more
disappointing year, by the way.
No,
But
I think they're going to go. You look at, I think it was the past 5 Super Bowls, the average salary hit or like cap per like from the running back room, their starting running back was like less than $2 million the last
That's
5
what I'm
Super
saying.
Bowl
The running
winners.
back market was ridiculous.
No, like if you have a
But most of them are on their rookie contracts and
yeah,
stuff.
there's dogs. Is that the DJ Savage, biggest Alabama fan in the nation back there behind you, or what?
Yep.
How are we feeling about the Roll Tide?
Yeah, he was.
I'm iffy about it now because Saban's gone, but we'll see. We'll see how that Washington coach handles it next season.
I think it's a wrap. I think it's a wrap for the Roll Tide.
And
I think it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Dreams will be over.
It's a wrap.
They had a run though. They had a run.
They did
I'd
have a
take that run.
Yeah. Take that run anytime.
Yeah.
And now there's no excuse for the Horns. None.
Georgia is the next. Georgia is legit. I do agree with you though. Texas, it's time. It's Texas's time if they're going to take over. It's about that time because with the NIL they can. I mean, it's Texas, man.
And the
It is.
new playoffs obviously came out today. Obviously they knew they were doing the 12 team, but they switched it from the 6 automatic conference winner bids, so 6, and then the next 6 highest ranked teams now, so 5 conference winners get automatic bids, and then the next 7 highest ranked teams automatically in. So obviously you got SEC, Big 10, Big 12, and then the ACC as your main 4, and then 5 is your group of 5. They have to be a conference champion, and they have to be the highest ranked to be able to get that bid. Kind of like how they got the New Year's 6 bid. That's kind of how that qualifies out. And then whatever the next 7 highest ranked teams are at the end of it, that's who gets in.
Yeah.
No excuse not to be there. No excuse not to be there.
There's going to be
this
3
year,
or 4 SEC every year.
Yeah, I mean, if it was in this year, you would have had Bama in, obviously, first round bye. They were top 4 seed, so they would have first round bye. Then you would have Georgia in, who would have been 5 or 6 seed, hosting a playoff game. You would have had who else?
Florida State,
Ole Miss, no SEC.
Oh, just SEC.
Yeah, Ole
Missouri,
Miss, and then Missouri to close it out, which they'd probably had to go on the road. But I mean, that's 4 SEC teams right there just from this year, and that's not even counting Texas in that. So, and OU is right there on the edge too, number 12. So,
what do you do?
They're pulling him. How do you pull him? He just struck the guy out.
bro,
And there's a runner on first.
He threw like 25 in the first.
He did throw a lot of pitches, but how do you pull your starter right there? He's got all week.
Oh, probably because they want him to throw in the weekend series like he did last week.
On Friday, yeah, I don't like that. But anyway, I'm fully tuned out. Don't care what happens.
No, I think it obviously it's going to be good. I mean, the next 2 years got it locked in. We'll see how much it really turns into, if it's just going to be SEC versus Big 10 or what. But
Who would have been in from Big 10? Would Penn State have made it? Have been OSU, Michigan?
Penn State only had 2 losses.
Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State was like ranked right around there with Ole Miss and Missouri. They're like 9, 10, and 11, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, so the winner of the Big 12 will like automatically make it next year?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's crazy when the Big 12 conference sucks now that we're gone and OU's gone.
And you'll probably get the first round bye too. More than likely.
That's great.
I think Big 12 is going to be stronger than ACC though. I mean, you'll have Florida State and Clemson, but
no, I mean with adding Utah, and I mean Utah probably going to win it.
Yeah, Utah will be good next year.
Cam Rising back for whatever 10 it is now.
Yeah,
Cam Rising.
I like him.
But
though,
I'll say this though. I feel like it'll definitely like allow for more of those like really sneaky TCU situations to happen, right? Where you have kind of like a Big 12 air raid team that
like Oklahoma State.
Yeah, exactly. Situations like that. So I'm honestly for the 12 team. I think it's going to be really like exciting. I think it's going to make there be more people tuning in for like more consecutive weekends, and I'm all for that.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Playoffs with college football. It's going to be freaking awesome, man.
Oh, yeah.
And the home games in the first round. That's what's going to be sick too.
Yeah.
I mean,
having a playoff game at home.
You know how much money they'll get?
That's crazy.
First round. So it'll be five because first 4 have a bye. So the host will be 5, 6, 7, and 8. All those.
And so where is Texas A&M playing against Texas next year?
At A&M.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
It's all right.
That's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's I'm excited for that because that's gonna be sick.
Yeah,
that's gonna be sick. To have that every year now, like everything's back to the way it should have been.
There's no reason why Texas doesn't whoop the dog crap out of A&M next year.
A&M got talent too, man.
There's no reason.
Their tight end. maybe their tight end Garrett Miller will
Oh
do
my
something like
gosh.
that.
They got talent. That's for sure.
The tight
And
end.
they got that crowd, and that crowd does something. I don't care who you are. The 12th man is real, in my opinion.
Yeah. Then you have a third-year starter. Like there should be no exceptions.
Yeah.
It'll be close. It'll be
I
close.
think it's going to be a game. It's going to be.
It really shouldn't. Like it's going to
Well,
be.
why
but
shouldn't it be? They got talent too. They've had
Not like UT,
They've had.
though.
You're crazy. They've
Not
had
like
top
UT.
recruiting classes too.
Bro, it doesn't
With
matter.
a new coach too.
That doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's a renewed rival. They get the first home game. Like
They got a reason to want to win that one. It's like even if
A&M
they
has
start
nothing
off
to
their season
lose.
terrible, exactly.
A&M has nothing to lose. The
Right.
first.
Yeah,
I know
even
that.
if they lose their first few, it doesn't matter because that's the only game that really matters to them.
I do like that Quinn is like you said, a third year, and he grew up a Texas fan, so he wants to beat A&M. So
Oh yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
I
Jinx,
can't wait.
Did you watch any of the All-Star Weekend NBA? You
I
watch
did. I watched a little bit of it.
Pathetic, isn't it?
I think obviously, like I don't really care about the actual game because that's always that way, right? I feel like it's kind of been that way for a while. And if I was them, I wouldn't really try hard either. But let's talk about this dunk contest. Like they gotta up the winnings because so right now the winnings for the dunk contest are like $105,000. And if you win the home run derby, it's $1 million. So obviously that's why you got these guys going to the home run derby because that's worth it. But a lot of these big time NBA guys, like, why would you do that for $100,000? They don't care. So they got the G League in it. You're not in the NBA. You didn't make the All-Star break. You made the G League break. So I don't like that. I don't like Mac coming in. Like, no, you're sending a false narrative to these kids. You didn't make it yet. Okay, stay there in the G League and let the pros do it. Let the real dogs. Like I forgot what it was. 2016. Whenever it was who was that? Who was that? Aaron
Gordon and Zach LaVine.
Yes. When are we getting that
That's
back?
the best dunk contest, and then
That's what I'm saying.
and
Y'all don't know
2000s.
about dunk contests. Y'all know about when Jordan
best
and
dunk contest in the
Dominique.
2000s. In the 2000s.
Well, that's the thing. It's like when Jordan and all them did it, like they need the 4-star dudes to come out and do it. Like
yes, they need the real dog.
Spud Webb.
That's what I want.
But McClung, I like the white boy winning it myself. I think it's awesome. And that's he needed that $100,000. Like that's what he makes in a year.
He did. And I think that's awesome. But I'll say this. I don't think it's supposed to be like a star-studded show.
Yeah.
So why don't you up the purse a little bit so we get a real contest?
Yeah, no, I get it.
And then going back to the game, almost 400 points were scored. That's ridiculous. 397 points.
Look,
I had to turn it off. It was so bad.
Think about this. Think if they did this. Gilbert Arenas was talking about this. He said they need to have a 2-on-2 matchup for $1 million.
Yeah.
2-on-2. You get to pick your partner. I guess, do it with conferences or whatever. Think about that, man.
Yeah, that
for like $1 million purse. I'd watch that all day.
That would be lit. But I don't expect it to be like a game 7 of the NBA finals. But if you're gonna go, at least play normal. Why not just take the week off if you're gonna come and do that?
Back in the day, it was like the first
take the week off.
The first half used to just be like it was now. But in the second half, it got real. You would really see Bird and Jordan and all them really going at it. It would be a dogfight. But, now, like you said, it's not.
Man,
nobody
I literally
cares.
had to turn it off.
I think if it would have been a close game in the fourth quarter, you would have seen some real NBA basketball played. But fortunately, one team just made freaking 43s on the night, and the other one made 20. Make more.
No defense.
No.
I saw when they were just passing the ball back and forth to each other and running down the court. Luka and the dude from the Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean they just got to figure out a way, how obviously the NFL Pro Bowl fell off, right? And then now they kind of figured out a way
do challenges,
make it more entertaining. They're just gonna have to figure out a way to bring that back because the dunk contest, like it's good, but it's just like so repetitive now, and there's just the same boring tricks every year now. Like, it's
what else can you do?
Yeah, there's only so much you
Like,
can do.
what else can you do?
they need to go watch some of these dudes on social media that dunk, because that's what they need to do.
I think for the All-Star game, they should do like a mix of like men and also women. I think that'd be interesting. No, you don't think?
No, hey, but the thing with Steph was cool.
It'd be kind of cool.
No, the
The
three-point
3-point
contest
contest
cool.
was cool.
Yeah,
Bro, like if a girl just got
Close
dunked
to
on,
10
like
points.
that'd be kind of tough. Like,
Well, I don't know.
It would be close, man. Let's get real. Don't let me get with that because
no, I'm saying if they like went in together, like if it was like four, like I don't know, if it was like a co-ed, not just like men against women. Obviously, that would be stupid.
yeah,
But I think the co-ed would be cool. I think it'd be cool.
I think they.
You might as well go out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to.
No, I know it's true.
No, but
I think-
the 3-point contest was lit though.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's gonna build off of that.
Cool.
Yeah, that was cool. That was.
I think if they can, with the skills challenges too, like if they can bring him in for the skills challenges and let them see how they kind of compare up against them and like those skill challenges that they do too.
But why?
What do you mean? Because that's what's going to bring eyes. Because nothing else is bringing eyes. What else are they going to do that brings viewership? The only thing people tuned in to watch was the 3-point contest.
2-on-2.
Girl.
Think about like LeBron and Davis against two other guys, man, or against Curry and Draymond Green or something. That'd be
Yeah.
That would be nasty.
yeah.
DJ Savage is the basketball genius over there.
Yeah.
What does he say about the co-ed event?
He was laughing. He don't like the co-ed.
Exactly. Exactly.
I guess that's why I'm not Adam Silver. I guess that's why. Yeah, that's interesting.
What do y'all think about the court?
I liked it. I think it's cool, but it'd be tough to play on that every night. There's too much going on.
Yeah.
I won't do that shit every night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too much. I can get like on the sides, but
I wonder how they said like it dribbled and was it the same or I haven't heard anything about that. If they said like, no, we can't have this,
Yeah.
I mean, it was Micah Parsons was out there hooping on it like crazy, trying to tear his ACL for next year.
Yeah, those guys.
I'm glad he gave his all in that, That's good. Him and CJ can talk about it.
Yeah.
What about your boy? What's the little black kid, KJ? He's like a YouTube guy that was wide open and jumping around.
Oh, yeah.
Kai Cenat.
He's funny, man. He was disappointed, man. He got like 4 minutes.
That's funny.
What else you got?
Well, I got one more going back to football. Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield. As much as it hurts to say, I think Baker Mayfield found his spot, man.
He should. He balled out.
I think so too.
I think he found his spot, and that's hard for me to say. But
you don't like Baker Mayfield?
No, I hate Baker Mayfield. Are you serious? Like Travis and then Oklahoma? Are you serious? Come on.
I think I don't like him the most. I'm sure, like if you met him, he's probably a prick. But
Probably.
what he did is amazing. To walk on twice and win the Heisman and be the first round pick.
Yeah.
First pick. I mean, it's you got to have a lot of self confidence to do what he did.
Yeah, I mean, and he just made it to the divisional round, so.
Yeah.
He got written off in the NFL too, dude. Nobody wanted him in the NFL.
Yeah.
And he still made his way through. So that's why I think he's awesome personally. I think he's what like a Manziel I think eventually could have been. He is like a Manziel, but that has like a little that actually cares a little bit.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Oh yeah, he as far as heart and want to and complete belief in himself, he has it more than anybody else, man. I mean it's amazing what he's done.
No,
because he started off the season. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, if they re-sign Evans and I think
Evans is gone
still there, but I mean, if they're able to keep them, I mean, I don't see. I mean, the Bucs are gonna have another good year. Sure.
Evans is coming home, man.
Oh God.
I think he's going to Houston. Straight up.
to Houston.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
He's
yeah,
from
I'm not gonna lie, that would be
Galveston.
sick.
Yeah, I know.
He's
I know
from
that.
Galveston.
Yeah. Match up him, CJ, freaking Tank
Tank.
Dell, and Nico.
Yeah. If I was Houston, I'd get him.
I would.
Because they need that veteran in the locker
Yes.
room that's a dog.
Yes.
I think,
Wow, big boy. That's the
yeah,
best thing you've said.
I
Great
do.
thing I've
I do
ever
think
heard you
that's
say.
where he's going to go. And he
Oh,
can go home.
Yeah. Bring him on, baby.
Well,
Yeah.
and if they can just get a running back too, if they can find one in the draft on the rookie deal, so you don't really spend much money on
Okay,
it.
Saquon. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay.
Hey,
No.
the breaking news of the hour is Jinx committing to Vanderbilt to play on their football team next year. See if
Oh
they
yeah, you think so?
There you go. Get
One
that
win.
SEC money.
All sport athlete right here.
Get that
You know,
SEC money.
I just get that. I just get the free what's it called? Hoodies
Swag.
and merch. I get the free merch. That's it.
Speaking of NIL, did you see DeAndre Robinson that bought his mom a house from Florida?
Yeah.
Pretty. Now we know why he definitely left UT. He said, "I'm going to go get really paid." That's crazy.
Yep. And apparently, I mean, I've seen a lot more of like open contracts out like in the public talking about how much they really make, and you know things like that. And it's real. Like it's a full-time job. Like if you need it, it's like there for sure. There's no hiding it anymore. It's out. Like these guys are just paying their ways.
It's free agency every year, man, and that's what it's going to become unless they put something on it. It's going to be
I think they need to put. I personally think they need to put like $100,000 cap on it. I don't think like more than 100, maybe 250, but I
Like
think
for as a team or like per person.
No, like as I think it is like a per person, but I think they definitely should have a limit for like a team for sure. Because right now it's like they're just exactly. Right now they're just kind of like doing whatever, taking from whoever.
Rich of the rich.
Exactly. And so like if I'm just like a really rich guy and I'm like a Texas fan, I'll be like, "Oh, hey, y'all need to sign him. I'll give him $15 million. Sign him right now." You can just do that. That's not okay. I think
it's so hard to put that toothpaste back in the tube, though. They've like opened it up, and when the NCAA allowed it, they just threw their hands up and said, "Whatever, we're tired of fighting it."
It's going.
Horrible
I think it went further than what they thought. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it was just supposed to be where they can make money off their name, image, and likeness,
or like a car dealership,
not money to go to school.
Yeah, or
like
them to make a video game out of,
commercials
that
and stuff.
type of
Yeah.
thing.
Commercial. It really was like I think they just were helping like merch especially. That was the number one thing.
getting
like,
paid off their jerseys.
Now they don't care. The players could care two shits about that. That's the least amount of.
Yeah, they don't even do any of that.
No,
You'll see guys who don't even do deals. They just have the money.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like they talk about Manning is like, $2 point something million. He literally has not done anything. Like there's not one commercial. At least Quinn got some commercials out there. And Jordan Whittington and those guys had commercials. Caleb Williams had commercials. He had Dr. Pepper. You know what I mean? Like you haven't seen Manning do anything. And I don't know if the numbers are real or whatever, but he had the card that supposedly auctioned off and gave to charity. That's all you've seen.
I think what's also tough is that I think you're going to start seeing way more 5th and 6th year guys, right? Because as they keep upping the price of this stuff, it's like if you make $15 million a year doing NIL, you're going to stick around. Just like Quinn. Like, why would he go to the draft when I would probably say for him to stick around, I bet he's making $10 million.
I don't know.
Like,
who knows?
He's making a lot.
Who knows what the numbers really are?
See, here's the thing. I just read that like a Tulsa is paying their guy $500,000. So it's like if a school like a Tulsa can find $500,000 to give, Texas has got to be throwing the whole freaking kitchen sink out. Yeah. Like, there's no way they're not.
And people have always, since it came about, like people have praised UT's NIL collective that they have of like how well run it is and how well organized and like it's just an old machine. And that's all everyone's been talking about is just how just nonstop it is, and just always just making money, and like they don't have any investigations on them or nothing like that. Like they don't do anything that's out there on
Not
the
yet.
edge. It's like, oh, like what are they
Yep.
doing?
I got a inside source on one of the Texas older running backs, Bijan Robinson, that he was making 2.8 million his first year on the NIL. 2.8.
But see, but again, the thing with Bijan too, he had commercials, he had Rudy's, he had the sauce, all that kind of stuff. So at least you saw something that could justify.
For sure. You saw some of it.
Yeah, it wasn't just
Yeah.
2.5 million out the pocket. Just
Most of it now is like they just have to go to these public appearances.
Yeah.
Once every 2 months, or have to do the signing
Once
every month, 2 months. Right. That's literally all it is.
And Bijan, I mean,
I have seen some stuff where I saw they did like an anonymous thing for recruits that just signed with their schools. And got some of them to talk, and like a lot of their contracts are incentive based too, to where they can gain more money or they can lose it based off how they play. But
that's horrible. That's horrible for the sport.
And it's going to be one of those things where, oh, I didn't get enough touches, so I'm going to transfer. You know, it's free agency, man. It's
not
crazy
anymore.
Yeah, no.
It was just supposed to be a nice little fun thing where you could go do your little commercial and
make you $50,000.
Sell your merch, make money off your merch. Like that's what it was.
It was supposed to be for the Manziel type of situation where, you know, if a guy accidentally blows up or he's like a viral sensation and starts like a little Money Manziel type of thing, he's able to actually make real money off of it. And now it's like you're not even like, oh, you're like a mid-major quarterback. Cool. Nobody knows who you are, and you get $500,000. Which, I mean, more power to you, but it's just like, I think it's out of control.
Or you know what the market is, and you say, hey, who wants me every year? And that's what guys are going to do. Guys that have no loyalty, every year they're going to enter the transfer portal, or every year they can, you know, and because now, hell, you can transfer there's a kid in Miami playing. He's like 30 years old, man. That tight end.
Yeah,
28 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's out of control. Sure.
Hey, but man, if you're a player right now, before they get your money while you can, because they're going to have to do something. Or they don't care and they just want there to be the upper echelon of teams and then everybody else.
It's going to be a clear line between the two.
Yeah, it's going to be the SEC, the Big 10, and, you know, some of the Big 12 and ACC schools and everybody else.
After that, you're done.
It's going to be like 50 teams.
We'll see a clear line between the two of them.
Yeah, I think if you give it maybe 3 more years, there will be a cap on there, because I think it's going to get out of hand to the point of like where you have way too many like lawyers like involved, things like that. Somehow I think this is going to go back on the NCAA, and they're going to have to cover their ass some way, and I think it's going to be by throwing like a cap on it, because I think the NCAA is not going to be involved anymore.
It's going to be there's going to be like a commissioner of college. Yeah,
that's the only way it's going to change. They're too far in now to where they can't go put a cap, because they got all these dudes who sign contracts and all this kind of shit to where they got to get paid. And NCAA goes and does that. Then you got all these players suing the NCAA trying to put a cap on the money that they're supposed to be getting.
College football is going to be here, and every other sport is going to be regulated, is what I think. I don't think, because I'm sorry, you know, but I mean, look at Caitlin. I guarantee she's making a couple $1 million. And the girl at LSU,
stay there too.
Reese, I would, because you ain't gonna make that in the WNBA.
Well, and my thing is theirs is more like what the NFL should have been, or not the NFL, what NCAA football should have been like.
Yeah,
you gotta think it's not like it's a free agent like that with college basketball, especially.
Yeah, she's the best in the sport.
Yeah, the best one
ever.
She's getting paid for her advertising, like she's doing all kinds of shit for that, like sponsorships and all. That's what it's supposed to be.
And there's still scholarships on top of it. So you're still going to school for free.
No,
too.
that's the crazy part.
I know.
You're getting a free
You're
degree.
still going to
Some,
school for free.
I know some softball players up here that are making some nice cash too. So
Yeah.
All to lose to Texas this year. Texas softball on top. They're beating OU this year, calling it right now.
So let me ask you this seriously. Let's say if you reached your scholarship limits, kind of like UT is. What makes you not be able to bring in a kid that's a 5-star and just say, "Don't worry, we'll pay for your school"?
Oh, they all do it. I guarantee it.
Yeah, so it's
But
unlimited
it's just tough.
scholarships.
Yeah, it's just tough because
Yeah.
how much of that money is always going to be like a guarantee? Because in the NCAA, for most conferences, when you sign for like a full ride, you get a full ride for your entire schooling. So if they decide to do that, that's your 5-star taking a risk that if I get hurt this year, I will not have my school paid for the next 3 years. So
Yeah.
that's the only risk there. But I promise you, they're doing that for your little 4-star things. I feel like for those small role players that they need sometimes, where you just need a guy like that, I'm sure they're like throwing here. You can take a chance on yourself, $500,000, even if it's like a 5th year, 6th
Or
year.
the preferred
That's what I'm
walk-ons, like,
Yeah.
you're a preferred walk-on, but we're going to give you enough money to pay for your school.
Yeah, if I'm a 5th year, I'm doing that 100%.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
taking a
wild,
chance.
man.
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But Jinx, before we get out of here, obviously the NFL Combine is about to get going. Some 11 Texas dudes, I think, is what came out.
Really.
What do you who and how many do you think are gonna go in that first round? You think Sweat and all those
I think
dudes make
Sweat
it, or
goes
what?
in the first round. Isn't Mitchell in there, right? He's in there.
He could be. Yeah.
Mitchell, Worthy.
Murphy.
I don't think Worthy goes first. He might, but I think he just like underperformed in that last game. So I'm just not happy with him right now. But I think he could, because he kind of has that. He's kind of like the one dude who won the Heisman for the Eagles. What's his name? Smith. Yeah. He kind of reminds me of him a little bit, where I think he could be like a potential weapon for a team. But I think Mitchell could go late first round, but I definitely think Sweat in that first round for sure.
I think Murphy will be the first one drafted. I personally think that Murphy is even before Sweat.
Based off all the mock drafts and everything, I mean,
they got Murphy first.
Oh yeah, so some of them got Murphy top 10.
Well,
Like
he's been
that,
going
yeah, like
off though.
15.
He's been growing. Like it wasn't like that.
Combine's going to be big for those dudes, especially Sweat. Obviously, that video came out today. Everyone was kind of going crazy about how much like slimmed up he looks.
He needs to. Well, when you saw him in the Senior Bowl, or whatever,
He didn't want to weigh. He didn't weigh during the Senior
He was
Bowl.
big.
He was
big.
enjoying life.
I mean,
If AD runs fast, I think if AD runs fast, he could be a first.
AD's got to change his attitude.
Kansas City Chiefs are drafting one of those good dudes right at the end of the first round.
Especially if they don't let Chris Jones. Oh, the receivers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're drafting one of those too.
See, I could see them getting like a Worthy. I could, because I feel like Patrick still misses having like a Tyreek around there. He misses being able to have the like running gun offense that he once had, where he can just like run around the pocket and just find Tyreek down the field somewhere out of nowhere. So I could definitely see him having him.
I saw a stat that over the last 2 seasons, Patrick's touchdown, like he's only had 2 20-plus yard touchdown passes in the last 2 seasons, just because they haven't had any.
Oh, they're definitely picking someone up then. Definitely. Yeah. Well, he makes those calls.
Surprise of the draft, Jordan Winnington goes number 1 overall. That's my draft.
You love Winnington.
To the Bears with Justin Fields.
Yeah, to the Bears with Justin. Yeah.
No, the thing I saw was like one of those receivers go to Kansas City right at the end of the first round, and then the next team who'd be wanting a wide receiver early in the second round. I think it's like pick 2 or pick 3 in the second round is Carolina. So one dude's going to as high as you can go, and one dude will be going to as bottom as you can go.
Oh, Carolina, man, that's a dumpster fire, dude. I would not want to go there.
Well, Jinx, man, appreciate you joining us for the live action.
Of course. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, man.
All right. That was, of course, the man, Jinx man, rocking the Vandy gear, supporting his wife.
Oh, she's at Vandy?
Yes, she runs track.
Runs there.
Nice.
We'll be having her on the pod for our April segment when we get our girl athletes on. That should be good still. But man, it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to the combine for those dudes, like you said, kind of Jay Witt, Keelan.
Keelan's fast, man. He's gonna make somebody, and he can play
Jalen
special
Ford.
teams.
Jalen Ford. I know it's hard for linebackers to kind of show out.
It's gonna be like a Duvernay.
If
Yeah.
who
He don't have the hands to do it.
No, but I'm saying like on a special teams.
Keelan can be like Marvin Mims.
Yeah,
You know that is Coop.
I do.
OU, your favorite team.
Yeah.
No, he was in the Pro Bowl this
Just
year.
like why you ride Caleb so much.
I don't ride Caleb. I've never once talked about Caleb. I just don't think
You
any.
think he's better than Justin Fields?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know about that.
I think he has more of an upside than Fields
Caleb.
as far as passing.
When Caleb steps in, like he's gonna be a top.
We'll
12
see.
quarterback in the
It's a
league.
different game, boys.
Top 12?
Top 12 is where you're starting off at.
It's a different game, man. I don't know
about that.
I
We'll
mean,
see.
where would you have had CJ?
What did he do at USC?
Year?
What did he do at USC?
Well,
this
I
past
mean,
year?
yeah, he put up 40 points, 45 points a game, but
Yeah, they
They
put
had
up
no
some
defense.
numbers.
I mean, he
Didn't
doesn't
win.
play defense, Coop.
He lost some games. That's
Yeah,
what
but he don't play defense, brother.
He did as much.
I do agree with that. I
He
mean,
did as much
You
as
gotta
he
go
could.
score more knowing that. Shit.
well,
Yeah, you only get a certain amount of possessions. But man, it'll be interesting. Friday's episode is going to be a good one. We got some good special guests joining us. We got coaches segment coming again. This time from the what division are they? Oh, man. It's Houston Tilson. I don't know what division they are. They're making a turnaround. We're gonna have their head coach. We'll introduce him on Friday's show when he joins us. It's gonna be a good one. And then our baseball segment looking like it's gonna be a guy over at Gardner Webb. That will be a good one as well, fellow Round Rock guy, Round Rock Dragon. So it's going to be a good episode. Tune in for Friday's show, of course. Coop, you got anything else on your live show? And if anyone has any complaints about the Tuesday live shows now, Coop's kind of taking control. Me and Big Boy are a little busy.
Hey,
now.
the two live shows are the two best shows we've had. So I don't know what you're talking about. So
Coop's kind of taking over. So this is Coop's Tuesdays on the edge. Coop, if we don't got nothing else, I'll let you close it out.
That's it, man.
Let's see if
Y'all
you,
need to get on the socials, man. Go hit up the TikToks. Our TikTok, we've been getting good views, just not enough followers. So go follow the TikTok, okay? First of all, and then Instagram, Spotify, all of that. So yeah, that's about it, man. Big Boy, what you do?
ring that bell.
Yeah.
ring that bell, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for the Friday episode, but we appreciate y'all joining us. If you're watching live, if not, watching post live, tune in next Tuesday for the live action and bring us that live comments, concerns, whatever questions you want to hear Coop try and talk about. But until then, we'll see you Friday. Have a great rest of the week. Big Boy, you have a great rest of the week too, man.
You too. Y'all too, man.
All
I
right.
like the background.
Thank you. Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Classic.
Classic. But that is it. We will see y'all Friday for the Sports Roundtable Trio Edition. Peace.
All right.
Is it still on there?
It's trying to close off.
Nice, good job, bro.
It's just loading.
All right, well, if you're still on here, shout out y'all. Comment your favorite food.
I think I just need to end the Zoom.